Morning everybody, you alright? Hello.
It is 0.5 degrees.
Did I see you go up and down? So I've gone over a speed bump.
Speed bump.
Oh, I can try and control this mirror. But hello everybody.
Welcome to day 11.
What's this the start?
This is the start of the vlog.
Normally see you on the sofa just like chilling.
I tried to start the vlog this morning, but the sun was blinding through the window, so I couldn't.
So yeah, so welcome back. Hello to the new subscribers. Hello all.
We've had an influx. I think you've come over from Tina at Simply in Stitches. Thank you for joining us.
So yeah, so welcome to our little lovely vlog.
And thank you to Tina for mentioning our channel. That was really sweet. Thank you.
Sorry, Finn is in the back. He's just on his phone. We're having a wave there, Finn. Are we having a wave? Oh, we're having a wave.
A wave as well off
Oh.
Finn. What a great day you're all having there.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
I'm in the wrong gear.
Oh, having a good old Sunday. I don't know if you can see us because the sun's blaring this way now. So rude of the sun. So yeah, so it's Sunday morning, and where are we nipping to?
I'll just nip into Aldi's, need some milk, and
Standard, as you know, she loves the coffee.
I'm going to do some sausage casserole for tea, but I've no potatoes, so.
Yeah, so it's sausage casserole to leave for tonight, and yeah, so pretty much I can't see. So you can see me, I can't see you. Wow, the sun is low. 1 second. So we should be okay for. No, I'm not, but we should be okay for a minute.
I don't think you can see anything.
The sunshine is a little bit bright. We might have to look at this and maybe edit it out. But yeah, so we're getting some casserole tonight. That's warm, cozy Sunday
Nice,
meal.
yeah, nice comfort food.
Maybe a dessert. We don't know yet.
No.
No, we'll have to try. But yes, so I hope you're all having a lovely day. If you're watching this later on, I hope you had a better day. And thank you very much for all the lovely comments that are coming through. I say we get round to answering them. It's generally Alex. Only if Alex is really busy, I will jump on. So if you do get a message, it's really dear, it's me. And so yeah, so take it easy everybody, and we'll catch you in approximately in a few more seconds. Bye everyone.
So productive. So we have got up the decorations. I will flip the camera around. Ta-da! It was a challenge with the dog. Yeah, I haven't done that number right yet. Oh, Christmassy. All my little crochet things. That's one of mine. That one. And that's one of mine. And that's one of mine. That's one of mine. I made all of the stockings. That's actually crochet. It's cabled crochet. That's a knitted one. And that's a knitted one. This one I bought at a craft fair. This one's one of mine. I think that's it for the crochet. Isn't it gorgeous? I feel very productive right now. We don't have a tree because there is nowhere to put one, and the dog's already at the decorations. Hang on. And so it starts, and this is why I left it so long. But yeah, I just decorate all the fireplace. It looks really nice and sweet. Yes. All the animals are asleep apart from the dog, who has been helping put up the Christmas decorations. She's chewed Elf on the Shelf. Chewed a few baubles. Never mind. It's looking very festive. It feels like Christmas now. I'm glad the decorations are up. I was dreading putting them up because the cats are just such a pain. Well, I'm saying the cats have been little darlings. The dog, on the other hand, has been a nightmare. But no, they're up, all done. Time to knit. I am just making tea. I'm just waiting for the sausages to brown. We're having sausage casserole tonight. I've got all that ready in there, but the sausages just need to brown. So I'm just waiting for those. Polly's wandering around. None of the cats are impressed today. They've got cheap cat biscuits. I couldn't get any whiskers, so they've got cheap cat biscuits. This is Polly's face, look. She's not impressed by the cheap cat biscuits. Hey, darling. Somebody recommended a Christmas film to me. Thank you so much. I've watched the 12 Dates of Christmas and it was fab. Fab, fab, fab. Loved it. So thank you for that. I did get another recommendation, but I haven't found that one yet. I will look properly later. I just had a quick glance, but I'll look properly later for that one. So thank you very much. I am just enjoying the Christmas movies so much. I was really pleased to get the Christmas decorations up, although to be honest, I could have put it off another few days. Josh was asking for them to go up. But I just feel so behind. We went out Christmas shopping last week and I've got all the kids and that's all I'm bothered about. So I just feel so behind. I've not got any wrapping paper yet, but we just, you know, you've got to do it week on week when you can. But it'll all get there. It always comes together, you know. Everybody's feeling the pinch at this time of year. We are too. So I just feel a little bit behind, but I feel better now the decorations are up. It feels more Christmassy, so I'm not going to stress. Everything will work out. It always does. So yes, I am just waiting for these sausages, which, hang on a minute, they might be ready now actually. Let me have a quick peek. They've been in 20 minutes. Ah, they're fine. So I'm going to do that. I'll be back. Hello everybody. It's now around 6 o'clock. No, it's not. It's 6:15. So the vlog is really short today. So I thought we'd have a little chat. I want to update you on my Advent projects. I don't think I've shown them for a couple of days. I won't show you the squares because I showed you them yesterday, didn't I? So you don't need to see those. But I haven't shown you the socks or the C2C. First of all, I did cast on the gingerbread colourway by West Yorkshire Spinners last night. I was so itching to cast it on. And I'll just move my needles. And isn't it a gorgeous yarn? Isn't it beautiful? I've done these on a 2.25 needle. Got my Caroline stitch marker on there. I was a bit concerned going down a smaller needle size, but all my socks are getting really baggy. And I don't know, I can't have lost weight on my feet. That's ridiculous. But I just thought I need to go down. I think my knitting style's changed. Maybe I'm more of a relaxed knitter now, so all my socks are just a little bit big. So anyway, I've gone down to a 2.25. I've tried them on, they fit fine. So that's those. I'm really impressed with them. And I thought, because I wasn't sure what contrast colour to do for the heels, so I thought just a white one, because it'd just pick up the white flecks in here. I don't really have anything else I can use, so I thought I'd use that. And I'm going to be really good. Once I get to the heel section on this, I'm going to cast on the second sock, so I don't end up with second sock syndrome, because these ones in this bag here are still waiting for the second sock. In fact, I still haven't finished that toe. I think I've got about 4 rounds to do on the toe and it's not finished. So I'm going to cast on, before I do the heel, get the second sock to the same point. Right, let's have a quick update on Advent knitting. Where are we? So the socks, oh, do you know, I'm really liking these socks.
It's probably the best one.
There you go. Aren't they gorgeous? I've only got one more repeat of this to do now, and then that is the leg completed. The leg needs to be 9 inches. Mine will be slightly longer because I'm going to put the smaller section in once I decrease down, because there's 18 extra stitches on this. Once I decrease down to the right number of stitches, I'm going to do 5 rows of ribbon just to hold the sock up. But aren't they gorgeous? I love, this is Danny's Advent calendar in the full order. I love it, absolutely love it. This one here is not showing, it's yellow and blue, not yellow and grey, can you see? And they're super stretchy. And on the pattern, you just do it vanilla after, once you get onto the foot, it's just plain vanilla. But I think I might continue the rib on the top of the foot and just omit these bits here and just do it all rib. So that is those. All ends woven in, I might add. I have been so good. All ends woven in. Ends are just, I get really stressed out if I've got too many ends lying around. This is because of the Snoopy blanket, which somebody was asking about last night. It is on Finn's bed. Finlay nabbed it. Shelley, my friend, wove in all the ends for me because it really stressed me out. There were far too many. And when it came back, Finn just took it. It's like, mine. And it's on his bed. So yeah, I've been really good at weaving in ends. I learned my lesson from the Snoopy blanket. So, the C2C, it's living in my Snoopy bag. I love this bag. Danny bought it for me, not last year, I think the year before. I absolutely love it. It's a denim. Is it Clara Rose Crafts? I'm sure it's Clara Rose Crafts. There's no label inside. It did used to have a badge on here, but it came off. I'm sure it's... Oh, it has got a label. Hang on. Yes. Clara Rose Crafts on Etsy. It's gorgeous. It's one of my favourite bags is this one. Anyway, the C2C, all ends woven in. I'm so impressed with myself. So this is it now. So three more squares, then I'm on to row 4. And so far it's 10 squares across, and then I'm probably going to do 12 squares up, or maybe 14, we'll see. But yeah, I really like it. So all my Advent knitting is going well. I'm really enjoying it though, I really am. Although I've got such a list of projects I want to do next year. And I need to be a little bit strict with myself. I don't want to cast on a lot of projects and get myself overwhelmed with too many projects. But I've seen a few that I want to cast on. I keep thinking, oh, I'll do that in January. I'll do that in January. And I really don't want to cast on too many. So I'm doing the Test Your Limits Mal, and I'm making, oh, is it the Fireside cardigan? And I'm also taking part in Mandy's make-along from the Mouses Makes podcast. She's having a Starflake make-along. I've got that pattern already. I've been wanting to do it for so long, and I have started it before and then thought of no. So a make-along would be the perfect opportunity to make that because I really do like it. Not sure what colours I'm doing that in yet. Danny's going to dye me some yarn for Christmas for it. Or for my birthday, one of the two. So Danny's just going to choose the colours for me, which takes away having to choose the colours, which is great. So I'm definitely doing those two. Judy at Which Piece Craft is also holding a make-along. Now I've had a really good idea for this make-along. So I really want, I'm not going to say what it is because I'm going to keep it secret until the end of the make-along. So I definitely want to do that one. And I also, there's a pair of socks that I want to cast on. What else was there? Oh, I want to do the Bubble Cardigan by Stephen West. I'm desperate to cast that on. I have been for at least a month. I saw it on another podcast. Now, I can't remember who it was now, but I'd seen it on a different podcast and she had it on and I loved it. So I definitely want to cast that on in January as well. Which gives me 4 large projects. Judy's make-along, I can't remember. I think I'll link Judy's channel in the description box below because if I try and tell you about it, I'm going to get it wrong. It's basically, you've got to make a blanket or a lapgan or a snake. And she will give you inspiration from different states. We're basically visiting different states. And I don't know if there's 8 or 12. I can't remember. I did ask her as well Judy, if you're watching, could you just let me know in the comments again, and I'll try and say this again a little bit better. But basically, she'll give you a stay or a place to visit. So I think we're starting off in Australia. So you would choose something like the colours or something that is reminiscent of that. And then you'd knit something or knit it into a blanket or a snake. And then partway through the month, we'll get another destination and you'll just use it as inspiration, which I really love this idea. So I can't remember how long it goes on for, but I'm definitely doing that. And from the idea that I've had, I've made mine really complicated for myself. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about it. Patrons will find out. I'm sorry. But I will talk about it with patrons. I'm not even telling Judy what I'm doing. So I'm really hoping I can pull this off. So that's another big one. So that's 4 big projects in January, which is why I'm enjoying my advent knitting at the moment. There are so many things that I want to cast on. There really are. And I'm going to try and be really strict with myself. Last year, I kind of swung wildly between casting on all of the things and being a monogamous knitter. Literally, 1 minute I had 10 projects on the go, the next minute I only had 1, and I was happy with 1. And that was the way I was going to knit for the rest of forever. So I just want to be a little bit more mindful and not get caught up in the, oh, I want that and I want that and I want that. Because otherwise things get languishing. I start something. Like my Rocket DK, I ended up frogging that. And I think part of that is because it never had my full attention to start with. If I'd have been concentrating on it properly, I would have picked up this area here, just below the shoulders and like the top of the arm area, had too many stitches on. I would have picked that up, I'm sure. But I think because I had so many projects on the go, it was just knit, 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 knit. And I don't want to be like that. So although I've got the 4 big projects, I'll always have socks on the go or something small. So out of those 4 big projects, there are 3 knitting and 1 crochet. And that's another thing I want to be more mindful of this year is my crochet, because last year there was hardly any crochet. So I want to still make sure I'm getting my crochet time in as well, because I've really missed it and I've enjoyed so much over Advent doing the crochet projects. So I want to make sure I'm making time for both. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to try and be like this year. Much more mindful of what I'm actually casting on and what I'm working on. I'm mindful with yarn, I must admit. I don't buy a huge amount of yarn. I only tend to buy, unless I steal some from the shop. You're all laughing at me, I know. I bet you're all laughing at me now. Like, Alex, I know what you're like with stealing yarn from the shop. But if I'm out and about and I'm grabbing yarn when I'm out and about, I only buy for what I'm actually needing. Apart from when I went to meet Annie, I bought yarn then that I didn't need. No, I'm alright. I'm quite good. I am quite good with yarn. I don't have a huge stash. I feel like I'm justifying everything to myself now, and I don't need to do that. But I do need to start using up. I've got lots of yarn that's only got 60 grams on it. I've got a box full of 4-ply yarn like that that's only got 60 grams on. So I want to make sure I'm using that this year. But yeah, those are my plans for 2023. Let's see if I can stick to it. I'm not doing a make 9. I never do a make 9 because I never stick to it. That's why. So many gorgeous patterns come out throughout the year that if I chose 9 that I wanted to make at the start of the year, I'd miss out on so many others. So that is why I take my hat off to the people that can do a make 9, stick to it and do those projects. That is amazing, and I wish I could do that, but I know what I'm like. But never mind, we are all different. That's what makes us all great, isn't it? We're all so different. So, it's now 6:30. I've been wittering on for 15 minutes. I'm going to have to edit some of this out. I've got all the candles on. Stuart's acting really weird. See if I can show you that. As usual, when I turn the camera on him, he stops. He just turned his head. I don't know what the plans are yet for this week. Josh has got school Monday, Wednesday. Finlay's doing his homeschooling. Somebody has asked. I've not shown his homeschooling on the vlog because he doesn't want to, and that's absolutely fine. That's his choice. So he's doing it in the background, but he doesn't want it on the vlogs. He may change his mind in the future, but at the moment, I think if he does something fun, like a science experiment, he might show you that, but he's not wanting to show things on the vlog at the moment, which is okay. But yeah, he's doing that. Josh has got school Monday, Wednesday this week. It's a little bit quiet because we're not doing over much for the shop until after Christmas. It's going to be a mad rush after Christmas. But we're just having a couple of leisurely weeks, which is really nice and really needed. When you work on a small business, you tend to work a lot more hours than you would if you had a full-time job. And it's been really, really nice just to relax a little bit over this past few days. And we're going to see that into Christmas and just take some time just to enjoy the festive period a little bit. But after Christmas, it'll all be quick, the update's coming. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope that you've all had a lovely, lovely Sunday and that none of you are stressed by Christmas. I was saying earlier, Christmas this year is a little bit different for everybody with the cost of living crisis in the UK and in other places as well, the rising energy prices. It's a little bit different for us all. Not about gifts and things like that. It's just about being with each other. If it's cold, this is why we have blankets. We're all knitters. We can all knit plenty to keep us warm. And just don't let any of it stress any of you out. It will all be fine. It always is. That's my saying. So, on that wonderful note, I'm going to go. I will see you all tomorrow for day 12. Check me out, remembering the day. That'll probably be the only time this week that I remember the day. And have a lovely evening, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow for day 12. What?